Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for daily tarot forecast. We already had the first card pop out just as I was doing the hello. So we are going to be doing daily cards for May the 30th. There goes your other card, Aries. What's going on with your energy? It's like you have excess energy you don't know what to do with here. Let's take a peek. See what else flies out. Or maybe the next one won't fly out. Maybe we'll just have to pull it. But let's see what's going on here, Aries. This is going to be Aries for May the 30th. Okay, Aries. Buckle up your seatbelts. You guys have the King of Cups showing up in reverse. You have the Lovers also showing up in reverse. And you have the Five of Cups showing up right side up. What do we have? What do we have? Okay, so Aries, King of Cups in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. There's somebody that you would consider a partner, possibly a romantic partner. It could be somebody in your friend, in your family that you work closely with. But you are having a heck of a time being on the same page with them. And in fact, you're having such a hard time being on the same page with them. You're starting to question how you feel about them and if you really even, have the same love for them that you used to at all or not. And why is this happening? Because the Five of Cups is showing up here. And the Five of Cups is saying that you have gone through some kind of disappointment. And so this disappointment has you really questioning whether you can be on the same page with this person that you used to consider a partner and somebody close to you. Really sorry. Let's look at Taurus next. Socialista. Well, I'm glad you're here. There was quite a few people that were listening and were quiet yesterday. It's kind of interesting how long people were quiet. I'm not used to that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. I'm glad you can comment. Also, if that was you with the thumbs up, thank you. Thank you to everybody putting thumbs up on these videos and sharing them with others. And of course, thank you to those of you doing private readings. Taurus for May the 30th. Coming right up. Boy, Aries had cards flying all over. Taurus does not. Wow. Okay. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to still tell you the same thing I told Aries, which is put on your seatbelt. You have a much more methodical, organized energy about you. Things aren't flying all over the place. But we still have cards here that I'm not too thrilled about. We've got the Chariot showing up in reverse for you guys. We have the Emperor showing up in reverse. And we have the Moon showing up in reverse. So what's going on? There's a couple storylines coming out here for me, Taurus, whenever I look at these cards. Yep. Okay, well, for some of you, there's a project that is no longer being moved forward. And this is a project that not only involved you, but also other people were working on it as well, trying to reach a shared target or goal. And there's the progress has come to a halt on it, or, a slowdown, an obstacle. The progress has come to some resistance because there's nobody in a leadership position to actually propel this project forward or to give it momentum as it moves forward. So your leader has been compromised in some way or another here. The other way that this is coming up is that there's some kind of mutual goal or mutual target that you're trying to reach along with somebody else that has come to a grinding halt because you have a narcissist throwing a stick in the gears and shutting everything down. That's my Emperor in reverse, is narcissistic energy many, many times. So somebody narcissistic who is shutting down or going up the works so that you can't move forward with this project with them. And I do believe that the narcissist is one of the people that you were trying to work on reaching this goal or this target with. Okay, and so they're coming up the works. Yeah. So those are our two situations. Another thing, the other one is project coming to some resistance because your leader has been somehow compromised. Okay. Maybe the leader had to go on emergency leave for family, or maybe the leader stepped down or whatever. But anyway, no leadership coming up to get this project moving forward, or you're interacting with a narcissist who is dragging things down. Oh, it's totally cool, social. Jean, hello. Oh, well, I'm so glad you do. Thank you. Okay, so why is this happening for you, Tauruses? Because we have the moon in reverse. The truth is coming out. There's something that is coming up that was heretofore unknown to you. So this is something that if you're dealing with a narcissist, this is definitely something that the narcissist knew about. If this is not you dealing with a narcissist and there's just a problem with your leader being compromised, there's nobody in that leadership position, then this is something coming out, that a truth coming out that has taken the leader out, whatever this truth is. So if this is the truth that, somebody back home needs them to come back and care for them medically or whatever, that would be a truth that would come out that would compromise a leader in a situation. There could be some kind of scandal that comes out about the leader themselves, that maybe they're not the upstanding citizen that everybody thought they were. And so that could be a truth that comes out that throws the leader out. Okay, out of their position. So something definitely is going on where there's a target or a goal that you're trying to reach, and this target or goal that you're trying to reach is one that you can't do by yourself, that you are working in a group or at least in with one other person on. And either this one other person is gumming up the works, or the person who was the leader in this situation for some reason is not able to fulfill that leadership role. Why? Because there's some kind of truth that has come out, either about the narcissistic personality, if that's your scenario, or some kind of truth that's come out about the leader or in this leader's life that has at least temporarily disqualified him or her as leader. Okay. All right. So that's Taurus. Now let's look at Gemini. Okay, guys, this is going to be Gemini for May the 30th. All right, guys. Okay, so Geminis, what we're looking at is 9 of Coins in reverse. The Sun card also in reverse. And the Fool card right side up. Excuse me. Okay. So Geminis, what we've got here is that you are sad and you feel like you're going through a cloudy period of your life right now. You may actually be missing somebody. And why are you going through this? Because you have begun something new. Maybe you've relocated and you miss all your people from home. Maybe you have started a new life, as not part of a couple, as an individual person, and you miss the other person that you used to be a couple with. There's a lot of things that you could be starting new here. And by starting this thing new. And I'm not saying that it was bad to start it new with this card. Usually it's a very good thing to start it new, but you are going through the growing pains of starting something new and getting established and settled in that thing right now. Okay? And that's for Gemini. Next up, let's take care of Cancer. And this is going to be Cancer for May 30th. Excuse me. Little frog in my throat. Okay, so Cancers, what do we have here? 9 of Cups, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Coins in reverse. Okay, with this 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse, there's something here that you're celebrating that it's interesting that you're celebrating it, because the Ace of Wands is some kind of idea that when it's right set up brings inspiration and happiness and joy and momentum, and you move forward with it generally. But when he's in reverse, this is like apathy, like, I don't know what to do here, or maybe you know what to do and you just don't want to. So this is knowing what you need to do and you just don't want to do that. We've got the 9 of Cups. I think, Cancers, what's going on here is some of you know something that you need to be doing or that you should be doing. And you're not doing it. You're basically just ignoring that whole idea because you would much rather celebrate. And what's going on here? Why is this happening? Because you've got the Page of Coins in reverse. This means that you've gotten... I actually want to clarify this. This is definitely some kind of message. I just want to see which realm we're talking about here. Yeah. I think you've gotten some kind of message here that there's basically there's some kind of situation that you are wanting to move forward with emotionally with somebody, and they have pretty much put you on notice that they are no longer interested in putting energy or effort into that situation, whether it's a friendship, a romantic situation, a business acquaintance, whatever it is. They don't want to put energy and effort in. And so instead of doing the things that you know that you should be doing or that you need to be doing right now that would actually be good for you, you're just celebrating. I don't know if celebrating is even the right word, because what I'm hearing is getting lost in the bottle. For some of you, getting lost in the bottle. Yep. Wow. Cancers, don't do it. First of all, y'all need to know 2 things. Just because I see it here doesn't mean it's going to happen to you particularly. This is a general reading, so it's obviously not going to apply to every single Cancer that hears it. It just couldn't. That's too many people. But the other thing to know is that even if it does apply to you and you feel that energy coming in, then you have free will. You can change that. You don't have to do that just because it came up in the cards. Sometimes it's good to have a heads up about the kind of energy that's coming in so that we can head it off and do something different to have a different outcome. That's probably what I would go for if I heard that kind of forecast for Scorpios, Cancers. Just because I'm a Scorpio. All right, let's look. Let's look next at Leo. for May the 30th. We need to start seeing some good stuff. So far, 3 out of 4 are not that hot. I would rather see some good energy here. Leo, Leo, Leo. Seven of Wands showing up in reverse, Leos. Queen of Wands showing up in reverse. King of Wands showing up in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse with that Seven of Wands in reverse, Leos. I feel like you're being bullied by somebody and they've worn you down and you're giving in to them. They have totally worn you down. This may be about something sexual. Doesn't have to be for all of you, but I do think for a lot of you, this is about something that has to do with sex or ways of expressing sexuality. And so you're not really thrilled about whatever this is, but somebody has worn you down. Now, it's not going to be sexual for everybody, of course, but there's definitely that strong connotation here. Why is this happening? Because we have a King of Wands showing up here in reverse. This guy is basically the bully that I feel like has worn you down. This doesn't have to even be a guy. Like these don't have to be the same genders as the cards. But there is somebody who is very fiery, very enthusiastic, kind of over the top with their energy. And they have been trying to talk you into something, convince you to do something for a while. And all their logical conversation and all their enthusiastic logic has not really changed anything for you. You just are really not agreeable to whatever it is that this person's trying to talk you into. But you're just tired of fighting. You're tired of saying, no, I don't want to, or explaining why, or anything like that. You're just like, okay, 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 we'll just keep the peace. Okay, let's do it then. Fine. That's kind of where you are, Leos. Annie, hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my dear. How are you? I would like to see some better energy for tomorrow, actually, if you want to know how goes the battle myself. That's what I'm saying. I would like to see something good. It's Saturday. Let's look at Virgos for the 30th. Virgos, you guys have stuff flying all over the place. 2 cards right off the bat. You know what? I'm not taking these. I'm going to wait and see if they come up again, then I'll know I was supposed to take them, but I'm not going to take them that quick. There's definitely something going on with the energy. What is Saturday the 30th? The moon was last week. I don't know. We had 3 retrogrades all go last week. I don't know what's going on Saturday. Things are weird. Okay, Virgos. Over here is my calendar. That's why I'm looking at the wall, guys. Just so you know. Glad to hear that you are good. Virgo. 4 of Swords. Fool card. 6 of Swords in reverse. Right. We just have funky energy for tomorrow. I'm just going to leave it at that. Virgos, 4 of Swords and the Fool card is telling me that you have begun something new, or you are beginning something new between now and the end of tomorrow. And then very quickly, you're deciding, you know what, I want to take a break on this. I'm not so sure I want to move forward with it. This was a leap of faith. You were following your intuition, and now you're just like, whoa, 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 hold the brakes, hold the brakes. I just want to be sure. Why is this happening? Why are you double questioning? Why are you double thinking your intuition? Hey, Amethyst. Hey, hey, glad to see you here. Okay, Virgos, why is this happening? Because you've got a Six of Swords coming up in reverse. That's why it's happening, because you're going back to something that was holding you back or keeping you down in the past, and now you're going back to it. Why are you doing that? Don't do that, Virgos. Shouldn't be aggravated with you. This energy is funky for everybody. Why are you taking a break when you're starting something new that you know is right with this Fool card? Your intuition is telling you, bang on, this is what we need to do. Let's do it. Let's go have fun. Let's get this started. Let's begin the adventure. Roll, roll, roll. And you're going, wait, I got to think about it. I got to think about it real good. I got to make sure. So I've got this Four of Swords, and I could go back to the way things used to be. They weren't very good, but at least I knew how they worked. Don't do it. Don't do that, Virgos. You don't want to go back to the way things used to be. First of all, you can't go back to the way things used to be. But second of all, you don't want to go back to the way things used to be. You've grown. You've expanded. You have actually begun to move forward. Don't shut that down. My advice is don't shut that down. The energy shows you're going to, but my advice is please don't. There's a lot of overthinking going on there, Amethyst. People should be afraid of going back to what they know is negative. But I can't say too much. I'm the pot calling the kettle black because I used to do that a lot. Before I started seeing those cards and going, oh, I did that before. I don't want to do that again. Okay, up next is Libra. This is Libra for May the 30th. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Somebody's got to be having a good day, right? Oh my gosh. This is what, the third or fourth sign that cards have just flown out? Aries started that ball game rolling. I'm going to take this one card that's up because otherwise and I'm going to take the one that hit the ground. What's that? Okay. Yeah, I've got 5 on the table that didn't show up face up. We're going to shuffle those back in. Okay. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Okay, Libras. You guys have the Star card. Isn't that a beautiful sunset behind her? We have the Eight of Cups. Isn't that funny? That looks like a sunrise on the Eight of Cups to me. Sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise. And then we have the Empress. I'm not sure. I think maybe that's a sunset. Hello there, Alicia. Glad to see you here, my dear. Okay, so Libras. You guys are setting off in search of something new. You're leaving behind something that was feeling you depleted. And you are setting off in search of something new that is not going to leave you feeling depleted. And you've got high hopes for this. You're expecting the best. And why is this happening? Because you've been manifesting those things that bring you joy and happiness in your life. And since you're now manifesting those things that bring you joy and happiness, you're feeling strong enough to walk away from those things that have left you feeling depleted in high hopes that you can find more things that bring you joy and happiness. Now, this could be, this could be thought patterns. This could be toxic relationships. This could be work situations. But you're trying to leave behind something toxic. Well, you are leaving behind something toxic, and you've got good hopes that you're going into something that's a much better opportunity because you have been manifesting. You've been drawing opportunities to you. Good for you, Libra. Now, I like that. That was good energy. There's definite change, and change is never easy, but it's also very positive. That was wonderful energy for Libra. Okay, let's see about Scorpios. Thanks for the thumbs ups, guys. I appreciate those. Thank you also to those of you sharing this video with others. And of course, thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings from me. Scorpio, 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 May 30th. It was really good. It was about time we had somebody get a positive read. Alrighty, Scorpios. We have the Magician. We also have the Five of Wands in reverse. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so Scorpio, what's happening here? Magician with the Five of Wands in reverse. This just means that we are manifesting monsters in a good way, in the best of ways. We're manifesting those things that we want to bring into our lives, and we're highly focused on those manifestations. We're not letting our thoughts wander. We're not letting our minds wander. We're not focusing on anything that we don't actually want in our lives. So we're doing some manifesting. We're manifesting magnets. All right. Why is this happening? Because we've had this inspired idea about something that we want to accomplish or something that we want to do. And so we are building the momentum to make that thing happen. Yay. Awesome. I like that one too. That's your mom. That's also me. Sometimes I want to talk about me, me, me. You know, Scorpios don't tell everybody everything. I don't know how close you and your mom are. We don't always tell everybody everything. We have that reputation for being mysterious. Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius for May the 30th. Here's what I think about Scorpios, though, really. We're only mysterious till you get to know us. Once we feel comfortable enough to talk to you, everything comes out. It just takes a long time for us to get to that comfort level. Clouds, sun up behind the clouds. I think we need some light in here. There we go. Hear her diary. Yep, that's what it's like once we trust you. Then you might wish we would shut up. Okay, Sagittarius, you have the Judgment card showing up, followed by Nine of Coins. Yep. I like that card. And the Five of Wands. Sagittarius, you made a strong judgment call that not only impacted yourself, but impacted other people as well. And you tried to be as fair as you could be about this decision. You wanted to make sure that it was the best decision that could be made for everybody involved, Sagittarius. I'm saying it like it's past tense, but it's happening between now and the end of tomorrow. And this judgment call that you made was that you need to act independently and do things on your own. And actually, not only are you acting independently and doing things on your own, you're going back to acting independently and doing things on your own the way that you used to. Now, why is this happening? Because there's competition in the air. You don't feel like competing. You don't want to spend some of your energy on competing. You want to focus your energy on other stuff. So to avoid the competition, you're going to go back to doing things independently or doing things on your own. This could be romantically, but this could also be business-wise. Could be friendship-wise. All right, let's look at Capricorn. This is going to be Capricorn for May the 30th. Anybody recognize that tune? Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Recognize it now? Capricorns, you guys have the Four of Coins. Leo does. I don't think it's like violent scary. I do think it is just aggravating, annoying, pain in the butt scary. Anyway, focusing again on Capricorn, Four of Coins. Eight of Coins in reverse. Moon card right side up. Who was the last one that had that? Was that Libra? And it was in that position too. No, it wasn't Libra. Okay, Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. I love the vibrancy of these cards. Interesting that you've got a Four of Coins and an Eight of Coins. Fours have to do with building a foundation, and Eight has to do with building on top of the original foundation. With this Four of Coins and the Eight of Coins in reverse, I think you're trying to stash money back, or you're trying to stash something back, some kind of material good, but probably money. And I think that it's not working. I think you're running into some frustration with that, Capricorn. It's kind of like you're trying to save it, but it keeps running through that bank account like it's water running through a sieve. Why is this happening? Because there's some kind of new truth coming up. New watery truth. Some of you, there may be some kind of maintenance that you have to do based on water, or some kind of expense that you have coming up based on water, Capricorns. And some of you may have expenses coming up that are based on emotions. Like if it was all just up to your logic, you wouldn't even worry about it. But because you're feeling emotional about something, you're going to be spending this money to help us assuage your emotions. Okay. So you're trying to save money back, but it's not working because as soon as you get that money stashed, then you're pulling it out. You're pulling it out. And I do think there's either something going on with something to do with water, or there's something going on with something to do with emotions, just depending which type of Capricorn you are there. And for some of you, it's going to be both water and emotions. Combo. Water emotion combo. That would be interesting to know how that would manifest. Okay, let's look at Aquarius for May the 30th. La, da, da, da. La, da, da, da. That's odd. Okay. Aquarius, you just had a card fall out at an angle. We're taking it. We're going to read it at an angle too. You have a lot of other cards falling too. I think you're a little bit, there's a lot of emotion running for you, Aquarius, between now and the end of the 30th. You're not the only one though. Okay, Aquarius. Your first card that came out on its own was the Hanging Man, came out at that angle. La, da, da, da. You got the Queen of Coins showing up in reverse. And you've got the Tower showing up in reverse. Okay. With the Hanging Man coming up at this angle with the Queen of Coins in reverse, what you're doing is you're wanting to cut somebody off from some generosity that you've been giving them because you feel like that generosity has not been actually helpful or accomplishing the things that you've wanted it to do. With this Hanged Man coming in at this angle, you are holding off a little bit on cutting them off. Not for long, because it's not right side up. Not for long, but you are letting them buy a little bit more time before you completely cut off that generosity. And why is that? Because we've got the Tower card in reverse. I think for this person, for you to cut off your generosity would be something that would take away a sense of security for them big time. And I think that they are basically asking you to let them find a way to get by without your generosity before they cut it off, or to make probably more of them are trying to make the adjustments that you want made so that you will keep being generous to them. So you're giving them a little bit of time to prove to you that that can happen. Not a lot, just a little. You're quite welcome on the Capricorn, Ms. Annie. Oh, well, hello, Vritik. Taurus was the second one done, so you're going to have to scroll like way back, probably around minute 6, I'm guessing. Somewhere around there. Teenagers coming and going. Well, we have a much more mobile society than we used to. There's a lot more people with split up homes, and so they come to dads and then they come to moms and see their friends whenever they're at specific parents' house, and then when they're not, they're not. Life is more complicated than it was when we were kids. I mean, we had divorce, but I just think life is a lot more complicated now. You're quite welcome, quite welcome. Pisces, May the 30th, you're up next. La, da, 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 da. Okay, so Pisces, what do we have? 9 of Cups in reverse. Moon card right side up. Hanged Man. Pisces, there's something that you would like to celebrate with others, but you can't because you're keeping it a secret. So you can't announce a celebration and have this celebration. Why is this happening? Well, because you've got the Hanged Man going on. You want to stop and you want to really consider this before you actually announce it to the public or to general people. Okay? You got a big secret. You're really thinking about it. You're strategizing really how you want to let this secret out. You have a couple of Libras in your family. That makes a lot of sense, Annie. Okay, then. Thank you guys for being here and spending some of your precious time with me. I do appreciate it. Thank you once again for all the thumbs ups and for sharing this video with other people that it will be helpful to. And thank you also for doing private readings with me. It is because of all of your support at every single level that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. So thank you very much. Everybody have a fantastic day, and I'll see you back on the next video if I don't see you here for a private reading before then. Peace out.